Hey everyone, it is Pat here. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. I'm so excited to be here with you today because I wanted to share with you the culmination, if you will, the summary of some of my observations, not only over the past year, but over the last many years that I have been involved in working with human behavior, shall we say, not just as a coach, but as a consultant, as an HR specialist, going way back in years. And I wanted to come to you today, not as a business coach necessarily, but I'm here to launch a movement today. I want to talk to you about the three critical elements for success in life and in business. Now, here's what I know for sure, and this is coming to you as a business coach because of what I've been hearing from people in the last week, in the last month, and even in the last 24 hours. I have seen the emails, I have seen the Facebook sponsored ads, I have seen the posts, I have heard the conversations around January 1st and setting big visions. Set your dreams, identify your goals, get going, get in the game. And hey, I'm one of those people too. That is the way I think. That's the way I act. Now, as I've been listening over the last month, what I have heard and what I do know for sure is that many of you have set the big goals and the big dreams, but you don't know the how to implement. And so at this point in time, the last few days in January, I'm hearing that many of you are disappointed, that you're frustrated, that you're even beating yourself up because you've got in the game, and let's say it's weight loss or quitting smoking or generating more revenue with new clients or whatever the case might be. I'm hearing a lot of disappointment, and that really breaks my heart. So I wanted to come to you today to talk to you about, from my perspective, my experience, my professionalism, the three critical elements for success. Here's what I've narrowed it down to. There are really three areas to focus on. Health, because without your health, we've got nothing. I don't know about you, but at my age and stage in life, there are people around me who are critically ill. There are people around me who are dying. And I'm paying attention to that because without your health, without my health, I can't run a viable business. I can't be running around the world doing the travel I want to do. So I know that health is the number one priority. Secondly, wealth comes into play. You need money to do things. You need money to run a business. You need money to travel. You need money to have the lifestyle that you want and deserve for you and for your family. So wealth is important because money touches everything. And the third piece, and I hear this all the time, and there almost seems to be like a movement around this one alone, and that's happiness. And so really what I hear a lot of people saying, and for me too, I want to be happy. I want to have a happy life. Now that's not a Pollyanna approach at all. It is simply an approach to living your best life. And that's why we're here. To me, it is about love and happiness. And so for entrepreneurs, and that's why I wanted to talk to entrepreneurs specifically today, for entrepreneurs who are in business for themselves, who took that leap, if you will, or followed that calling, if you will, it was intended, I'm sure, around the whole concept of freedom and flexibility. And that comes down to health, wealth, which makes you happy. So I know that having a big dream can feel overwhelming when you don't know the how to. I want to help you with that. Focusing on health, wealth, and happiness, here's what I do. People have been asking me all the time, what do you do? How do you do this? How have you created this great life in such a short period of time? So get your pen ready if necessary. I'm going to give you my how-tos. And any of you who know me know that my special tools, they're very simple, and I keep things simple. So if you're expecting something complicated here, or a magic pill, or something secret, it's none of that. It's very simply this. It comes down to focus, discipline, habits. But here's what I do. And I think about this on weekends. My focus for 2017 is absolutely health, wealth, and happiness. And so with those three areas of focus, I am able then to break that down into goals, to break that down into action steps, move it to my calendar, and then do it. Because my philosophy again is she who implements wins. All right, so what do I do exactly? I take 3 index cards. I'm very much color oriented. And so let's talk about health first. I'm very focused on my health this year. I'm 65 years old. I want to keep moving. I want flexibility. I want to feel good. I don't want any of the aches and pains. I go to the doctor regularly. My numbers are really good. My bone density is that of a teenager. And I take pride in that because I do what it takes to maintain good health. All right, so here's how I start my week. I list very simply, I come down to, like I said, the 3 focus areas, and then I break it down to just one thing every day. And this is the big challenge for many of you, or the big mistake many of you are making, is that you're overwhelmed because you're looking to do too much, and therefore it can often feel like a tsunami, so you just give up. Break it down. Focus on just one thing a day. So in those 3 categories, every week, Monday morning, I have 3 index cards like that. And my focus on health is blue sky thinking. My focus on wealth is a green card. And my focus on happiness is a yellow card because it represents joy. All right, so Monday morning, I sit down and I identify just one thing that I'm going to do in each of the categories for the week. So, for example, on Mondays now, and I'll even show you my card, on Mondays, I've joined a NIA class. You see, I wanted to shake it up this year. I joined a NIA class for a number of reasons. 1, I wanted to try something new. I get bored easily. 2, I wanted to meet some new people. 3, it's offered at a school right near my house, so I can even walk there, which is fabulous. So I joined a NIA class, and holy crap, I've been to 2 classes. It's a workout, people. And it stretches my comfort zone. I thank India Hathaway for this because she was so kind to introduce me to it a few years ago. But I was carrying a lot of extra weight then, and I felt out of my comfort zone. I felt physically unfit, and it just did not fit for me. But she introduced me to it. So now Monday nights is NIA. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, because right now my travel schedule is such that I'm actually home for a few weeks. And so even though I traveled, and when I was in Argentina in the month of December, Linda Claire Puig and I walked every day. And some weeks we walked 60 kilometers. So Tuesday and Wednesday are my walk days. I have my Fitbit and it is synced. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays are walk days and movement days to get my 10,000 steps in. Now, I'm telling you this also because some of you think I have to join a gym. I have to hire a trainer. No, you don't. No, you don't. So all you need to do is lace up your shoes and get off your butt and go walking. And now if it's not nice outside, have an alternative. So for example, today I didn't want to go out. And so I got my skipping rope, my jump rope, see? And so I just, right here in my dining room and or in my driveway, and I know my neighbors watch me and they can see me, I'll just go out and I'll jump rope and get my heart rate burning. So Tuesday and Wednesday is walking. Thursday is a day off. It's a rest day. I do different things. Friday is I jump rope. I'm incorporating this into my workout now. And Saturday, I'm going to be doing yoga. So I wanted to mix it up to keep interested, to move differently, to meet different people, and it's budget friendly. So every day I will check off what I've done and mission accomplished. All right, that's health. Tuesday, and so you see it's just one thing, not Tuesday, wealth now. So for wealth, I focus on just one thing a day. As business owners, it's all about cash and it's all about the transaction of money and making a profit. So it's important to focus on one thing every day to make money for your business, for my business. So I do it again. I sit down and for each day of the week, I put a revenue generating activity on for a daily schedule. I love the love buttons showing here. Hit that love button and remember to share this with your friends. So on Monday, I was focusing on getting referrals. So I was calling people and emailing former clients and or people I know who are familiar with my work, asking them, who do you know that would benefit from working with me this year? So Monday was referral day. Tuesday was testimonial day. That's another way of bringing revenue into your business. So I would be asking former clients for testimonials about their work with me. On Wednesday, what I was doing was promoting my public speaking workshop. Yeah, I got my arm twisted, and in fact, I am offering another opportunity in April for just 6 people, but I'm focusing on that now so people can plan, and they can plan their budget, and they can plan their travel because it's here in London, Canada. So Wednesday was promoting the public speaking workshop. Thursday was a follow-up. I was doing my follow-up calls. I'm still doing that for any of you who came to the Wealth Makers event in Toronto. We're still hitting the phones and touching base with you to see how are you doing and what can we do to support you. So Susan, my associate coach, and I, we're doing follow-ups, and we'll continue to do follow-ups because you made the effort to come to Wealth Makers. We care about you. And if you're not already in our coaching program, we invite you to join us because by now, November, December, January, perhaps many of you have recognized you can't do this alone. You can't do it alone. So expect phone calls. And today we sent out a promo email to my list talking about a special sweetheart offer I have for February for 3-hour planning sessions with me, one-on-one. Special deal. You won't see this again. 3 opportunities. So it's 3 dates on my calendar for a 3-hour session with me and at a special rate. So if you're on my list, you got that email. Make sure you open it because they're going to go like that. All right, so that's wealth. That's how I broke it down to just one thing every day to bring in revenue for my business. Just one thing. And that's the wealth part of it. All right, the happiness part of it. I do this on Mondays too, and I sit down. See how I keep it simple? 3 categories: health, wealth, happiness. Happiness. So listen, I live intentionally. I really do. I'm very conscious about how I spend my time, with whom I spend my time, and that by the end of the day, I can sit back and go, you know what? That was a really good day. I'm so grateful I was alive. So on Monday, I received a beautiful bouquet of flowers there, you can see, from one of my clients because of a recent death in the family. And so I position them, and I make a conscious effort every time I go by to stop and smell the flowers. Now, if I don't have bouquets from somebody, to make me happy, every Saturday when I'm home, I go buy a bouquet of flowers. Now, it doesn't have to be a $30 bouquet. If you're sitting back there already thinking, yeah, but I can't afford it. Yes, you can. Go buy 1 carnation and put it in a pretty vase. Put it on your desk, for those of you with a home-based office, and stop and smell the flowers every day. Just take a minute. So that was Monday's happiness for me, which I'm doing every day. Tuesday, I've got something for every day of the week. Tuesday, it was call a friend. I put the name in there, but I'm not going to say who I'm calling, but somebody unexpectedly. So I picked up the phone and I just called to say hello. I'm thinking about you. I love you. I'm so grateful for you in my life. How are you doing? On Wednesday, I sat down and I wrote a handwritten note and a card to somebody that I know to thank them also for being in my life. Now, it's not a Christmas card. It's not a birthday card. It's a just because I love you card. And so I make sure I have a box of cards. I always have a pile of stamps, US and Canada, so that I have everything ready to write a card on Wednesday. Makes me happy. Don't you like getting cards? I do. And then the 4th day is some kind of self-care. Now, it might be acupuncture, facial, pedicure. It might be just go out and stand outside and breathe the fresh air. That makes me happy. And on the 5th day, 5th thing for the week, it's breakfast. I love going out for breakfast on Saturday mornings with my friends. I love that. It makes me happy, and it doesn't cost a lot of money. So those are 5 things that I do. It's just one thing every day to raise my happiness quotient. So here's the deal. Again, I wanted to show you the how-to. I use 3 cards. I focus on health, wealth, and happiness. I plan just one thing every day. Why do I do that and move it into my calendar? Because it is about progress, not perfection. And it doesn't matter how fast you go. It's the fact that you're moving forward. One little thing every day. Okay. So I've had people say to me, geez, I could sure use your energy around me to help me to keep moving. So here's what I'm doing. I am answering that quest, if you will. I'm launching a movement today, and it's called the Just One Thing Movement. Thanks for the love buttons there. Keep them coming. The Just One Thing Movement. I've created a special Facebook page for this. So if you go into Facebook and search Just One Thing Movement, it should come up. It's an open group. It's not a private group. It's an open group, but it's my group. Why did I create it? I created it for me because I have dreams and goals this year. I love accountability. I love commitment. I love support, and I love community. And I believe that you do too. I can see from the love buttons that you do. So I've created a special Facebook page. You're going to want to go into that group only if and when, and for those of you who are serious about making progress in the areas of health, wealth, and happiness. In that special group, when you get there, you're going to see a video clip co-created by one of my clients, Donna Clark. She was so helpful in putting this together. And it's called the Just One Thing video. I want you to take a look at that because, again, it's not complicated. It's not complicated. It is focusing on one thing every day. Do not go there. This group is not for those of you who want to just lurk and or creep the page. That's not what it's about. Only go there and join us if you're serious about participating, supporting, sharing, and I mean, it's about being in there in your full self. So we're going to have fun. I'm going to share templates. I'm going to share tips. I'm going to share suggestions. I'm going to share some of my favorite videos. And it's all about growth, improvement, and movement in the health, wealth, and happiness area. So that's the beautiful part about it. I want you to join me in the movement. I want you to share this with your friends who couldn't join me here this afternoon. I know people are off at different events and so on. So this is open, and you're going to see a sponsored ad coming for the Just One Thing movement. I'm serious about this. I'm serious about making 2017 a year that, flash forward 11 months, I'm going to be very grateful, proud, healthy, happy, and wealthy, and traveling. And I want this for you too, but I can't want it more than you want it. So again, launching the Just One Thing movement. Join me, won't you? Just look it up on Facebook. Come on over. I will be in there every day to support, to cheer, and looking for support too. But for only those of you who are serious. And this is for entrepreneurs. I want to help you create a solid base, the 3 critical elements for success in life and in business: health, wealth, and happiness. All right, here's to a happy Friday. I'm going to go on over into that page in about half an hour and see who's there with me. And again, hit the share button. And thank you for the love and all the thumbs up that you're doing here. I believe I've struck a nerve with this. So come join me. I'll be watching for you. Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of day, and I'll see you on Facebook. Bye now.